What did they use them for in the war?
Well, on the back of the tractors.
Yeah.
That was the one tractor over there. It's got one on it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Over there. If you go, as you're going out now.
Yeah.
We're gonna, what time is it? Who's got the time?
Yeah,
I've just got thousands of the buggers. I don't bothered about doing it's just these are.
Right.
Is that what you're trying to get up?
Well, that's
what your granddaughter and that. Who's that?
That's what they're taking up, is
granddaughter.
Right.
That's the daughter, the one in. The one.
Well, they've got the work cut out, but I'm sure they do a good job, Darren.
Oh, no,
Both thistles then, yeah?
Yeah, if you cut that off, that's sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Come
cut
on,
it or dig it?
No, just cut it.
That's the one.
That's it, yeah, you're up there.
Getting the boar thistle.
No, it's near enough. Jenny puts a bit of salt in.
The more you look, the more things pop out in this landscape, isn't it?
Not wrong.
Here's all his tractors. That's my favourite one, that one over there.
Oh, yeah. Is that a Ford, is it?
Yeah. Certainly one of a kind, isn't he? This one's a Ford. This one with the, one of my mates calls this Franken tractor.
Fordson Super Major.
I love it.
Tractor.
And look though, it's still got a local tag on from the supplier in Knutsford, Cheshire. All kinds of old farm machinery all over. Thumbs up for the tractors, Chris. Happy days.
Nice tractors.
There's old Derek still at it. Out with his granddaughters today on his tractor pile, getting rid of the boar thistles. God bless him. Nearly missed this funky little one. Don't know what this one is. I'll give you an update in a sec. This little one's an old Fergie. Certainly well older than me, look. Perkins diesel badge. Yeah, happy days, Chris. On the massive Fergusons. Right guys, for some of you who haven't not met him, this is my mate Chris.
Hello.
And we're buzzing anyway, aren't we, Chris, that we've seen Derek today.
We've seen Derek and he looks well.
Yeah, under the circumstances, he's looking really good. Anyway, Chris I met when he was over the road. He'd got permission off Derek, and I didn't know him and I rocked up. Anyway, we got chatting, good mates now. Chris hasn't got a machine at the minute, so
nope.
Shout out to my Silver Sheriff, Steve Niche. Thumbs up, Steve.
Nice one, Steve.
Steve's lent him his Eurotech Pro, and me and Chris are going to go on it now.
Yeah, never used one before, and Steve's going to give me the points on it.
Well, I'm going to have a quick look. Get him quacking with the ETP.
Yeah.
Alright guys, just come across these two old donkeys and they remind me of a couple of mates. I think that one on the left there, he looks a little bit older. I reckon I'm going to call him Bazza. G'day Bazza.
G'day SG, you puff. How's it going?
Get your donkey cake on, you puff. That one there looking a bit pale and skinny. It's definitely Skippy, aka John 24 Gold.
Back it in, SG, you puff. What have I told you?
Good day, Skippy. What? What's that, Skippy? You got a bloody hangover? You've always got a hangover, you puff. It's not my fault. What? You've been out with the Tinderbirds again? Well, you are a donkey, old Skippy, lad. You need to pack it in, you're going to catch something. You leave them Tinderbirds alone, Skippy. These fields on this side of the road have never produced much more than a Vicky penny. So I've just got an old 10 pence from the 70s, 74. I've just been speaking to one of Derek's neighbours behind me over the way. I won't film his house. 83 years old, cutting his hedge, and his dear old wife was barking out the orders. They had a right good laugh with that lovely old couple. I said, "You're 83, mate, and you're still under the thumb." She laughed her head off. She said, "He isn't under the thumb, believe me." Oh, it's great catching up with these old timers. I love it. Just pop this round thing, and silvery on the edges there, look. Tiny glint of gold there. I don't know whether it's been gilded, because when you turn it over, it's like that, and there's definitely a gold trace of gold gilt there. I don't know, possibly some fancy button back in the day. Okay. The Macro Racer 2. Well worked trashy field this really. But certainly a glorious day. On the way up here it was actually raining heavy on the motorway. There you go, Ben Swift. There's another pirate badge for you, kid. .83 old and he's out with his missus up there, getting on the hedge trimmers. I just love catching up with the old timers like that. Love it. Font of knowledge, all those lovely old people. Okay guys, just pop this nice little 1919 Georgia 5th farthing there. It's not very good on the other side, but still a nice little coin. Okay guys, just catching up with Chris. He's got this nice 1899 it is, penny, and he's got a few other more modern coins, but yeah, it's one of Chris's older coins, isn't it, Chris?
It is.
It's not your oldest, but it's old.
No, the other one I got was Irish, halfpenny over it. But
Happy
yeah,
days.
still made up with that though.
Well, we'll just crack on. We might go and have a go by the church in a minute, even though the grass is a bit long. And apologies for the wind noise today. I'm going to have to re-engineer my wind blocker, but we'll get on it.
Yeah, I've been doing still doing loads of research every day. I'm still at it.
And what was you saying about the Saxon settlements on the front of the rivers?
Oh, which ones? The ones on the Gowie?
On the Gowie and that?
Yeah. Well, I've been looking at ones even higher up the Gowie, and at the mouth of the Gowie as well. And yeah.
Chris Search.
Oh, you're recording? Sorry, I didn't
Chris
realise.
Search is my top research analyst. He's got the right name, Chris has.
I have. Search by name, search by nature.
When he's too busy to get out metal detecting, he absolutely loves. What do you do? It all on your laptop or something?
On my laptop, yeah, on the internet. Been doing a lot of research on the internet, but I think I've exhausted it now. I need to get hold of old records and things like that now.
There's nothing Chris doesn't know about getting onto Saxon. What would you tell me about where they'd have the on the rivers and that, the heads of the rivers?
Basically, there was wherever there was a mouth of a river, to actually protect it, they put a fort there. There was one like at Rudlin, and I'm trying to think what the name of that one was. Cled Mother, and that was a fort from Edward.
Edward the First?
No, it was Athelstan's father.
Oh, Athelstan.
Yeah, his father. He actually built the fort there. There was one at Runcorn to actually protect the Mersey. So the other one is the mouth of the Clwyd, as I say, at Rudlin. But you're also looking at Blacon Point, Burton Point on the Dee.
Cool.
And then further up, obviously Chester. And also we think that there might be one at Stanlow as well. Yeah. Which is at the mouth of the Gowie.
Well, Chris, like you were saying, viewers, Chris is absolute font of wisdom. And as you can see, we're out. We're just on the permission hunt at the minute. We're working our socks off looking for permission. Chris, cheers, bud.
Cheers, Steve. Nice one.
Happy days.
Happy days.
You puffs. Are we rolling?
Let's have a look. Red button. I think we're rolling.
Are the numbers going at the top?
Yes, they are.
Okay, guys. It's Anglo-Celtic here. And I'm on the blooming Carlin. But I'm not drunk on beer. I'm drunk on blooming history. Because this guy behind the camera, he's blowing me mind. He's telling me about German martyrs. What was his name, Chris?
St. Boniface.
St. Boniface. He's blowing me mind, kids. Give me that camera. Keep it rolling. Right, Chris.
Cheers.
Give the kids at home a little info on St. Boniface, the German martyr.
Okay. He originally came from Mercia, which is like the Midlands. And he went over basically to try and convert the pagans over in Germany, of all places.
Yeah.
And he went there, finally found to try and bring them round to his way of thinking, and then they killed him, unfortunately.
Where was he slain?
I can't remember the name of the place, but it's a famous German city. I think it's not far from Cologne, but I need to look into that anyway.
And he's just been telling us that he found a load of Viking ballast stones.
Well, that's
possible.
what I think. Yeah, they look like Viking ballast stones.
Stone sarcophagus. You name it, he knows it all about sacred wells, everything, absolutely everything. This
well,
guy knows.
we're trying to do a bit of research because hopefully we might be able to find something then.
And then all he needs to do then is send me in with my pirate head on. Arr! Give us your blooming land, because Chris has done the research now. We've got to get on it.
Teamwork.
Teamwork, you see, kids, at the Wheat Chief. All right, you puffs. That's the trashy part of my field right in front of me. Scratching round today. I can't be bothered driving around finding any shorter grass or not, and I'm just going on what I've got. Now, as you can see here, if the trash field pile is right there in front of that gate, how trashy is it's going to be in this little enclosure? It's mega trashy. But sometimes I don't care. I've just got in amongst all the trash, and it's only the second time I've found. Unfortunately, I've never had a full one yet. I've got one of those old little toy cannons, look, and this would have been a big chunky one. The last part of one I found was smaller. So there are things still hiding in amongst the trash. If that had been complete, I'd have been over the moon. Okay. Sometimes even trash can be treasure. Little guy there tipping his top hat. Okay guys, I'm still working in the mega trash. I just popped this, seems to have 3 prongs on it. And I'm really sorry about the wind today. Okay. Right guys, I'll just show you what Chris has had, and bear in mind he doesn't get the opportunity to get out hardly at all, Chris, at the minute anyway.
No.
And
best day I've ever had, I think.
In the way of good targets and that, he's done well. The Eurotech Pro's done him well today, seeing as he's never used it before. He's got his coins. That's probably a Warren George II. That's a Queen Victoria, 1899 penny. This one, believe it or not, this will be a George III penny. See the ribbon on it? What's actually gone on here is somebody's been making that into a coin ring or something. You can actually see Britannia on it. So, thumbs up for the Eurotech Pro.
Fantastic.
And
cheers, Steve.
I'll see you again sometime, Chris.
Definitely.
Hopefully very soon.
Yep.
Would you get subscribed to Anglo-Celtic?
I certainly would.
You got to say it in a pirate voice. Would you get subscribed to Anglo-Celtic?
Aye. Aye, Steve lad.
On the blooming pirates.
On the pirates. Digging for treasure.
Catch you later, kids.
I tell you.
Arr, I come across 2 old donkeys. I reckon this one on the left, that's definitely Yampy, Special Keith, Special K. Hello Yampy, you puff. And this skinny little good for nothing looking one here, that's got to be Tecton Sid. What's that, Tecton Sid? You suck donkey balls and you're no good at detecting? That's not my fault, you puff. What's that, Tecton Sid? You only pretend to know what you're doing with a CTX? Well, I could have told you that all along. You suck donkey balls and you come from Bromsgrove, you puff.
Aye.
I am bloody wood.
Aye, Steve lad.
On the blooming pirates.
On the pirates.